Ah, true to your word. I knew I could trust you. I led the Iron Hounds on a merry chase, but I doubt they'll stay scattered for long. What of your search? Did you find any evidence of Halaran's corruption? I see my faith in you was not misplaced. We will discuss your evidence and more, but not in this hall. You trusted me and helped me gather the evidence I needed. Now, I shall trust you with a secret I have carried for years. Come, follow me. My mentor used her wealth to better others, not herself. Having inherited her manor, I now do the same. This evidence proves Halaran's guilt, but there's no telling how deep the corruption goes. There's only one person I trust with this information, Constable Gretgar. I fear I must ask more of you. My observations of Halaran suggest paranoia bordering on obsession. If she suspects that anyone is moving against her, she'll no doubt summon her Iron Hounds. If a melee breaks out in Suran, innocents will suffer. That's something I can't abide. If Constable Gretgar's going to arrest the Marshal without a fight, we'll have to distract her mercenaries. I'll deal with the constables. You raid the Iron Hound camp in the Daedric ruins outside Suran. Burn their weapons and destroy their supplies.
We're under attack!
That's the last mistake you'll ever make.
Damn saboteur! No one leaves until we clean up this mess!
I eat well and stay fit, but I'll die. Not you too? This is ridiculous.
I'm sorry, Talenra, but my wife insists we try a real mage.
There goes another client who's known me for years. Not a proper mage, they say. Rubbish! By Vec, if I get my hands on that fetcher from Somerset, I'll wring his scrawny golden neck. Just watching my business fall into ruin. People used to rely on me to heal their children and mend their injuries, but now it's all Menaldinian this and Menaldinian that. Damned guild lackey. He's even pinning up signs to slander my work. The Cretan's saying I'm not a mage, but I am. I just happen to love alchemy. He must think there's a lot of coin to be made here. The fool. If I get my hands on him, I'll... Sorry. Dark elf temper. It's just that this business is my life. Thank you for helping me, Sarah. Honestly, it means a lot. The rascal's name is Menaldinian. You'll find him sliming around that new shop of his, the Gauche High Elf Clinic just south of here. I thought a fellow mage would have more respect. Oh, he started out all sweetness, invited me to tea, asked about my business, even bought a copy of my latest book, Tea and Tisane for Aches and Pains. I can't believe I fell for his act. I doubt it. But my mother taught me I should always give people a chance to make amends. It helps ease the conscience after we wreak our revenge. My mother was a very colorful woman. What? Healers aren't permitted to deal out a bit of payback every now and then? I'm a dark elf. Grim talk is the official language of Morrowind, and vengeance is the national pastime. A shame, though. He is really quite handsome for an old man. I am. Quite highly ranked, too. Surprised? Not every Telvanni mage hides away in a mushroom. Many of us enjoy the company of our neighbors, until they start abandoning us for some insufferable mages guild peacock. Alchemy teaches us the hidden potential of everyday things, turning the ordinary into the extraordinary. People step over miracles all the time. Mushrooms that can ease a cough or grasses that can mend a wound. Alchemy finds power in the mundane. You there! You've been selected for a random search! Come here at once! Follow me quietly, away from the gates. We have a judge in common. This'll do. Just keep your voice down. Sorry about this cloak and dagger nonsense. I can't be seen talking to anyone even remotely suspicious right now. Marshal Lauren's watching me like a hawk. She's on the lookout for anyone who might be colluding with the Scarlet Judge. I'm a friend of House Redoran, but that'll only get you so far in this town, especially with Halaran's iron hounds prowling around. But look, we've got bigger problems. There was an ambush. Somehow Marshal Halaran found out the Scarlet Judge was coming. Must have been one of the plantation owners. Damn their eyes! I wasn't fast enough. They've jailed him. And if I know Halaran, they plan to do much worse. Halaran needs him to recant his accusations, publicly. probably got one of her hounds working him over right now, trying to squeeze out a confession. The judge will hold out as long as he can, but everyone breaks eventually. We've got to get him out. I'd let you into the prison myself, but Halaran doesn't trust me with the keys. I've got the respect of her constables and the house, but my hands aren't dirty enough for her. You're going to have to find the key. Constable Kren will snatch up a bribe without batting an eye. If you're short on coin, try convincing Surin's locksmith Remas to cut you a deal. Or you could talk to Dradini down at Desoles. She might know something. Just be discreet, all right? Oh, the judge and I go way back. The two of us, along with the former marshal, kept this town safe for decades. But when the marshal died and Halaran took over, well, everything sort of fell apart. Ha! Is that what we're calling him now? It wasn't too long ago slavery was legal in Morrowind. Buying and selling people was legal right here in Sura. That sound right to you? The judge keeps us honest. Sometimes the law just gets in the way.
Buying, selling, I've got what you need.
Don't I know you?
Hey, who let you in here? I'm quite busy at the moment. Come back another time. I create a great many keys for a great many doors in Suran and beyond. I'm a well-respected craftsman. But wait, why do you care if I create keys for prisons? You'll find no prison keys here, you ruffian. Now, there's no need for violence. You're one of those iron hounds, aren't you? A pox on the lot of you. I have keys I made for the new recruits just this morning. Just take one and get out. If anyone comes to harm in that prison, I'll... just go!
Anyone who has house dresses respect has mine.
When my father was a constable, he was respected. Now marshals run roughshod over us, and vigilantes make laughing stocks of us all. The old marshal worked with the constables. We handled the daily matters while he focused on the big picture. Marshal Laren set up a separate watch with her Ironhound mercenaries. She's made us obsolete.
My friend, I see Constable Gretka found you. Please, forgive me if I don't stand up. The Marshal's henchman broke my knees as soon as I arrived. It's good to meet you, face to face. I wish it was under better circumstances. One of them. The people of Vardenfell see the judge as one immortal guardian. But in truth, many warriors have taken up the Cowl. I was just the most recent. These knees, though. I fear my heroics are at an end. It's time to pass on the mantle. To you, of course. Well, don't act so surprised. You've proven to be a capable warrior, and a friend to the downtrodden and oppressed. Vardenfell needs a Scarlet Judge. I can think of no one worthier. Unfortunately, my regalia is no longer here. Warden Libo, the prisoner's overseer, took it as a trophy. While they were interrogating me, I heard him mention a hunting trip to Lake Canabia. Find Libo and you'll find the judge's regalia. Once you don the cowl, seek out Constable Gretka. A doughty and heroic escape. Usually I'd jump at the opportunity, but no, friend. Dragging a cripple out of here only increases the chance you'll be captured. Your mission is too important. So long as I'm here, Hilaran's guard remains down. There will be more torture, no doubt. I'm not so foolish as to think I can keep silent forever. But I'm certain I can hold out until you retrieve my regalia and deal with Hilaran. I will survive. You focus on finishing this fight. I am not. To the people of Vardenfell, the Scarlet Judge is legendary, supernatural. He can appear anywhere at any time, or even many places at once. They think it wizardry. Of course, the truth is far simpler. Exactly. We're a small and diffuse group. When age or injury prove too much for us, we pass on the mantle. The legendary Avona Ulis mentored me. She protected the people of Morrowind for over 40 years. We battled together for 12. Sadly, she passed on years ago. A poisoned blade. It was a very dark time. But as she lay there dying, she charged me with protecting the helpless, just as I charge you now. The Scarlet Judge fights on.
A city merchant may have more wares, sure, but I get by with my meager collection. You're free to look if you'd like.
Seems I hunt bigger game today.
Now there's a sight for sore eyes. The Scarlet Judge returns. You wear it well. Better than Melar, even. But don't tell him I said that. Shaw's bones, he's a stubborn one. Well, let's make sure he doesn't suffer in vain, hey? Halaran's gotten sloppy since Melar's capture. A combination of paranoia and misguided relief, I guess. She's making mistakes. Now's the time to act. I did some snooping of my own while you were gone. According to Constable Kren, Halaran ordered Anania's egg mine sealed today. Bet you a pint that Halaran's meeting with her plantation allies in that mine. She's probably carrying your evidence, too. The front gates are barred from the inside, but there's an old service door near the back. It just so happens Dradini had a spare key to sell. Sneak in the back of the mine and recover that evidence. I'll meet you out front, ready to arrest Halaran.
Alex Jawbone. You said you captured him! You said you broke his legs! He's not a vampire! Stop sniveling!
Think you can smear my honor? I'll have your head.
Alive!
We caught these three trying to slip away. Should have seen their faces. It's a big risk arresting Saran's most powerful landowners. I'm hoping you've got the evidence to make it worthwhile. Where's Marshal Hlaren? Resisted, eh? I had a feeling it might go that way. Lauren was happy to send other people to prison, but going herself, that rattled her knees. It's a shame she won't live to see the inside of a cell, but these three will, for at least a while. With Lauren dead, command falls to the senior officer. For now, that's me. I'll send constables out to the plantations to liberate the slaves. In the meantime, I've got to take this evidence to House Redoran. Oh, Mellar. Well, I took a hard look at the evidence. Far as I can tell, this was just one big misunderstanding. Kren and I released him just before we set out. You'll find him in town nursing his wounds, no doubt. You should speak with him.
Well, there's nothing finer than a fat cat in chains. Thanks for the assistance, Fla.